So I'm legitimately the last person to film this tag. I was tagged by Flow in the City and OxanaLV, and legitimately, you guys, I have filmed this 3 times, and for whatever reason, I cannot get it right. So hopefully I can get this filmed and get it published. If you're watching it, then it worked. This tag was created by Chic Professor. I will go ahead and link Chic Professor's video in the description box down below. I will also add Flow in the City. You guys have to check her out. She's amazing, inspirational, and she has the best Antigona that I've ever seen in my life. So you guys have to check her out. And OxanaLV, she's just the sweetest person. She has an amazing collection of handbags, and she's just the sweetest person. You guys, if you haven't checked her channel out, go ahead and check out OxanaLV. Love her. So yeah, let's get started. The reason why I really loved this tag was because it had so many different layers to it. Is the luxury items I never thought I'd own. And I feel that there's luxury items that you never thought that you would ever be able to afford. There's items that you never wanted and you ended up with. And there's items that they were never even in your ether. You know what I'm saying? So I have categorized mine that way. Let's start off with the luxury items I never wanted. So the first item in that category might surprise most of you. It is my Chanel key case. Honestly, I remember a girlfriend of mine sending me a link to the Louis Vuitton key case years and years ago. You know, she had first texted me and said, oh my God, I really want this like fabulous item. And I was like, oh my God, show me. And, you know, she sent me the link and it was to the Louis Vuitton key case. And I literally heard crickets. I didn't understand why she wanted it. Like, it just seemed so opulent, and I didn't get it. I legitimately didn't get it. And when I say like I don't get something, I don't mean like, oh, don't buy it, or like I'm hating or anything like that. I legitimately want to understand things. Like I want answers, you know what I mean? And people don't have to give them to you, but I want to understand like why somebody thinks something is necessary. I don't know. Am I making sense? So anyways, this item did not make any sense to me until I found myself here in the luxury community, where people really discussed the importance of keeping your interior clean, and keys do cause a lot of damage to the interiors of your bags. And honestly, once that was established for me, I was sold. And not only that, but I wish I knew years ago how amazing this little piece was. I would have honestly bought it. It probably would have ended up being like my first purchase ever, in my first luxury purchase ever. However, it was my first luxury purchase when I started buying luxury again. And I love this piece. This is my absolute favorite piece that I own out of everything. Crazy, right? So the next item that I never, ever, ever thought that I would want is anything Monogram. The first item that I ever purchased was my pochette accessories, and that was in the Monogram. However, I remember right after my pochette accessories and using the hell out of it for over a year, I kind of didn't like Monogram anymore. I grew a disdain for Monogram, and I just didn't want anything Monogram. I was more of a Damier Ebene wearer, and all of a sudden, like when this piece came out, I was like, oh, it's so cute. Like I really, really want it. And I was like, no, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out in Damier Ebene. And it never did. So I waited and waited for the Damier Ebene, and then it was just, I wanted this so much that I honestly ended up falling in love with Monogram, because this piece also came out and I thought the same thing. I will wait for these pieces to be available in Damier Ebene, and they just never were. That I was like, I'm just buying it because I just really loved them. And now I'm such a Monogram convert. I absolutely love Monogram. It is just, I don't know, I have absolutely fallen in love with Monogram. So this is something that I never thought that would happen, that I would fall so hard for Monogram after having such disdain for it. Next item that I never, ever, ever thought that I would ever want or own would be this shoe right here. There was a time where you would have told me how amazing these shoes were and they were Chanel, and I just wouldn't have cared that they were Chanel. I would have just said old lady shoe. And you know, I was such a 5-inch heel wearer that I never imagined myself in these shoes ever, 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 ever. So you eat your words as you get older. So the next item is my Fendi Peekaboo. I was so critical of this design for so many years that it would have never dawned on me that one day I would fall so hard for this piece. Never, ever, ever would have thought that I would own this bag. Next are items that I never dreamed that I would be able to afford. I never thought that I could afford, if I'm being honest, anything Chanel. And I'm not the kind of person that says, oh, I never thought that I could have it, because I'm like one of those people that if I want something, I just make it happen somehow. But, you know, with these luxury items, I have exceeded my expectation in being able to have some of these items. So these are pieces that I never actually thought that, I just thought that they were like a dream that I knew I could do, but I didn't think I would. Does that make sense? Anyways, so let's start off with, like, my first love was shoes. These are my first pair of Chanel shoes that I ever purchased. I remember seeing them in the Neiman Marcus catalog, and once I got them, I couldn't believe I own Chanel shoes. Like, it was just such, I was so flabbergasted by it. I haven't worn these much, but they are really a, you know, special like possession, you know, just because I thought I could never own anything Chanel. So these beauties. The next item that I never ever dreamed that I would own is my Cartier love ring. Where's the camera? There. I purchased this for my 40th birthday, and quite honestly, you know, I've been such a jewelry collector for many, many years, and had I known the prices of Cartier, I probably would have bought less of some of the other jewelry pieces that I had and invested my money in Cartier. But part of the reason why I love this community is because you get so much information, and you get a little ballsier even to go into these stores that you would have never ever had the courage to go into, you know what I mean, because you're afraid of like a pretty woman moment. But just getting information and courage to check these things out, and then realizing that they have pieces that are affordable if you are already buying expensive items. You just don't realize that you're spending your money elsewhere instead of putting it into these brands that you probably have a bigger appreciation for. Not sure if I'm making sense. So I bought like a ton of jewelry, and I probably could have like a way bigger collection of Cartier had I just focused my money on there earlier. So Cartier was never a brand that I thought that I would ever own in my life. The next piece in that I never dreamed that I would own category would be my beautiful Petit Mall. Obviously, you guys know that this is a very, very pricey item. I'm so grateful for this community because I've learned so much about the pre-loved market, and I don't think I would have been able to afford this full price. Plus, why would I? If I could buy it for less, because its resale value isn't as good, because who cares about the resale value if you get it at a lower price. So this is an item that I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would actually own, and it would live in my house. I love this piece. Finally, this is a piece that I did discover here in the luxury community, and it is a piece that I fell in love as soon as I first laid my eyes on it, and it would be my beautiful reissue 225 bag, or the small. I remember how much I wanted this bag. I actually create every year like kind of like a vision board on my phone, and there I add, you know, amongst my vision board, I add the pieces of luxury that I like for the year. And funny enough, for 2018, this one was on my vision board, and so was my Petit Mall. And again, like my Petit Mall, learning about resale value here in the community made the decision of going pre-loved really, really easy. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Wanting a bag, finding it cheaper, and realizing that somebody just let go of one of the most beautiful bags that have ever been created. But I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would actually own it. I just thought that I wouldn't, that everyone was like, whenever I would be able to find it at a good price, someone else would like buy it right from under me. And so I just can't believe that I actually have this in my collection. It is the creme de la creme of my collection, for sure. So that is it, you guys. I really, really love this tag. Like I said, you know, I think the majority of us in the community are extremely like grateful for being able to own any of these items. I don't think that any of us are like boastful, or, you know, or none of us think that we're extra special because we own any of these things. We have a genuine appreciation for the design and what it takes to attain these items. So I really enjoyed filming this tag. I'd like to tag a couple of ladies who I haven't seen do this tag. First on that list would be my girl MV Mommy. I'd love to see your tag. Next would be Accounting for Fashion. I'd love to see you do this tag as well. The other person I'd love to see is Double Vanilla. She is, I haven't seen her do it either. And I can't remember who else. Oh, Bits and Bags. I'd love to see her do it. She is formerly Luxtopia, and she has started her channel again under Bits and Bags. So I will totally link her channel down below if you guys didn't know that she started her channel up again. But I totally love to see you do this tag. So that is it, you guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. I'm not looking at the camera again. I'm really sorry. Oh my God, I need to put a sticker. Anyways, I really, no, there's my baby girl. I really do appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.